Hello, Rahul. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. How have you been since our last session?
Hi, thanks. I have been okay, and I guess some days are better, other are not. So yeah, I'm feeling little less stressful right now.
Okay, yeah, glad to hear you hear that, and also glad you came back today. Before we begin, I like to check in with you. How have things been over the past week?
So I've been trying to stay positive, but it's been difficult. Like I told you in last session, I've been living in Canada since 1 year now, and there's no one for me here right now. I'm here alone, and it's very difficult to deal with stress and anxiety, and especially when you don't have any job and employment and you are facing financial stress. So yeah, I'm trying to stay positive, but it's been difficult.
Okay, Rahul. So last week when we did a meeting, so you shared a lot of things about you with me. You lost your job, and also you was at that time you were feeling stressed, and you were also feeling financial problems regarding your rent and your college fees, and you also missing your I think you also missing your family at your back home, like in India. So
Mhm.
you also mentioned feeling isolated and losing motivation. Does that describe how you've been feeling now?
Yes, but maybe not that strongly as
Okay.
before, but yeah, this thing still bothers me a lot. And as I told you, like when you are dealing with financial instability and also you have pressure from your college, like I told you, like I have to pay my college fee and I don't have any funds right now in my bank account. So yeah, so the I still feel burden on me, especially if I took my financial aspect.
Okay, so now you like tell me that from past week you are feeling like a little bit good as compared to past week. So that thing I am glad to hear that particular thing, like particular change. So please tell me what's been happening since we last meet.
So, like since last week, I've been applying for a lot of jobs. I had one interview last week. I guess I didn't updated you about that, but yeah, I had an interview last week, but I haven't received any response from the employer yet. I'm still waiting for the response, and I don't know, like, I if I need to wait or I need to look forward for more jobs or more employers. So
Uh,
yeah,
okay.
that's what happening since last week and last session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rahul, that's very good progress, I think. Like when you came at first week, you told me you are like hopeless, but and you are not applying for any kind of job. So, but you now shared with me you applied for you changed it with your resume and you also applied for a job. So I think you are doing progress in your thing. So can you please tell me how did you feel after you told me that you did any kind of interview from from your application?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so can you please tell me how did you feel after the interview?
So at first I felt hopeful, but now I'm just waiting since last week, and this waiting making me more anxious about like if I will get selected or if they're gonna reject me or if they already hired someone for that place. So I don't know. Like yeah, firstly initially yeah, I said like I was feeling hopeful, but now I'm a little more anxious. Yeah.
Well, Rahul, waiting can be one of the hardest plan, the hardest part of the life, I think. But I think you have to wait for the like opportunity. So if you give interview, you I think you have 2 to 4 weeks. You will be get a reply, I think. And can you please tell me what kind of thoughts you go through mind while you are waiting for your interview?
I keep thinking maybe I wasn't enough good for that role, or maybe they found, like I told you, if they found someone else for that place. But yeah, like uh, I'm more anxious, and this waiting period making me more stressful. Like I'm just losing my hope, and I don't know, like I need some guidance, like what kind of step I need to take.
Well, if I told you you have to wait patiently, you don't
Mhm.
have to worry about anything. But like you told me, and it sounds like you are being very hard on yourself.
I guess I am, like I'm really thinking, like I'm really thinking that aspect, like if I get job or no, like like if I already lost my job and now I have to wait for another week to get a response from my employer. So sometimes I think like, yeah, I'm I'm bothering more, and I don't need to do that, but yeah.
Okay, so Rahul, I have a question for you. So can I ask you one question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so my question is that from the particular workplace, did you applied for that? So for the employer of that workplace, did he invite everyone for the interview?
No, like I don't think so. So I'm not sure about that, but
Okay,
I don't think he invited someone else.
okay. So if it's no, so I think the fact that they interviewed you, so it means that they saw something positive in your application, like in your resume or in your like skills as well as in your experience.
Yeah, like that could be true. Like I never thought about that, and I'm like right now I'm not that positive about getting job, and yeah, but I never thought like, yeah, like you said, they only call you for the interview and there were no one, like I didn't see anyone else besides me for the interview.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so that's the main thing. Like sometimes when we are in stress, so our mind just focus on negative things. Just as like you told me that you are not got selected in the interview, so you have to think positive about that. Like you are get invitation for the interview, but not everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Like I think I need to think more positive, and that could work for me, I guess.
Yes, so I think you will be start thinking positive. So I remember that during our last session, we
Hmm.
also discussed discussed to trying to go for a regular walk. Whenever you felt stressed or overwhelmed,
Hmm.
so you able to try that. You got time, you got enough time to do the regular walk.
Yes, actually not every day to be
Okay.
honest, but maybe like 3 or 4 times a week,
Okay.
because of my like college schedule. I need to work for my assignments, and I really need to take time out of my college. So yeah, not every day, but I can say like 3 to 4 times a week. Yeah.
Okay, so that's very good to hear that. You started walking at the park or at the grounds. So not every day, but I think it's a good 3 to 4 times a week. Also, it's good because we have you already told about your college schedule. but I think you can improve it. Like you can go daily, like in the morning or at the evening. So can you
Mhm.
please tell me how did it feel? Like how did it feel when you start walking or when you start this activity?
Actually, it helped, and I feel more calmer afterward.
Okay.
And this, I guess, this thing really helped me to get less stressful and think
Okay.
more about my future and regarding my job or college life. Yeah, so this thing really helped me a lot.
Okay, well, that's wonderful to hear. Like, even though the situation has not completely changed, but you found something healthy that help you manage your stress. Like, you also you told me now you started walking, but you find your mind feel stress free. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Like you are managing your stress.
Yeah, it clears my head. So yeah, that's
Okay, okay, that's great. So step forward. Beside walking, have you tried anything else that help you, that help you in your daily living?
So, like in last session, I told you like I have no one around and I really
Yes,
feel alone.
yes.
And I used to sit alone in my room and just using my cell phone and getting more stressed, to be honest. So now
Okay,
I have stopped sitting alone in my room.
okay,
And sometime I go to the library instead for study, for
okay.
get more resources for my college studies. And yeah, at least I'm around with some other people and I already start socializing, and this thing is really helping me a lot.
Okay, so now you told that you start socializing with other people and also you started to go to the library. And can you please tell me how has that been for you? Like how is the experience that for you?
At least better than staying at home.
Yes, yes.
And at home, I'm just keep overthinking about myself. So yeah,
Okay.
it's way better. Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is the major thing. So changing your environment has also helped you to reduce some of those negative thoughts that running in your mind every time, like you told me about the negative thoughts. Yes, so I think that's good. So changing the environment help you.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Okay, so last time I remember that you also like mentioned that you were not sharing your worries with your parents because you didn't want to make them stressed. So, were you able to speak with them now? Like, if
So
yes.
yeah, like I finally told my mom that I had lost my job and I'm facing financial difficulty right now. So yeah, I talked to my mom.
Okay, so now you told me that you talk with your mom about your job, about you fired from your job. So can you please tell me how did she respond to that, to your like to your respond to your thing, like you got fired from your job?
Actually, it was completely opposite that I was thinking. She
Okay,
wasn't angry and she
okay,
just kept asking like if I was okay, and she told me like not to keep everything inside, just be open up about your things. And yeah, these things like I never thought like I can share these things to my mom. Yeah.
okay. So you shared your biggest problem. I think your biggest problem now is your job. So you shared your biggest problem with your mom at a phone call at your back home. So I think, can you please tell me how did that conversation make you feel? Like, how was your feeling at that time?
So honestly, I was feeling relieved,
Okay.
and I thought that that would be disappointing, but
Okay.
instead they really supported me, and it was really helpful talking to my mom. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that would that would also boost up your positive thinking, because you told with your mom, and because you talk with your mom, and she also worried about you, and she also like give you good I think good ideas to how to live positively. So I think I am right.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I should have told them earlier, and
Okay.
actually, I guess I was wrong about them. But yeah, I should told them these things about earlier, and but now I did it, so yeah, I
Oh
feel good.
yes, yes, yes. So Rahul, like sometimes we imagine the worst outcome, but in reality, it turns to be like different. It will be become like a biggest good outcome in our life.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what happened, to be honest.
Yes. So looking back over the last 2 weeks, what would you say has been your biggest achievement?
So actually, I didn't stop applying for jobs even when I felt low. I
Okay.
just still kept applying, and yeah, that this thing I guess I did pretty good.
Well, Rahul, I think that is something to be proud of. Can you please, what helped you to keep going? What thing
Like
did?
I remember what we talked about like last time, taking one
Yes.
day at least a time instead of worrying about everything together. So this thing really helped me.
Well, Rahul, I am very happy to hear that. It sounds like you've been trying to focus on what you can control instead of only thinking about what you can't. So I think it is very good thing. So I am very happy to hear that.
Yes, yes, I'm trying. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's all anyone can ask. You are making progress, even if it doesn't feel very big yet. But I think you are making progress. I think you are also feeling it.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So if you compare yourself today with how you feel, how you felt during our first meeting, what different do you notice?
Actually, I still have problems, but I don't feel completely hopeless anymore.
Okay.
And I think that the biggest difference is like I started talking to my parents instead of keeping things inside me. So these things really helping me.
Okay, that's an important change, I think. At the past week, you are not talking with anyone, you are not making conversation with anyone. So I think at that time you will feel alone.
Hmm.
So I think the alone people just get depressed easily. So I think feeling hopeful again can make it easier to keep moving forward.
Hmm. Yes, yes, I agree.
Yes. So earlier you mentioned that some days are still harder than others. So can you please tell me one of those difficult days?
So usually it's when I wake up and check my emails
Okay.
because like if I don't see any response from employers, I start thinking that I will never find any job. So yeah, these kind of things make this waiting period more difficult. Yeah.
Okay, that sound very discouraging.
Hmm.
So can you please tell me what do you usually do after those thoughts come into your mind?
Sometimes I just lie in the bed and I don't feel motivated to do anything. I just lie on the bed, just checking my emails, and that's it.
Okay, so can you please tell me how long do those feelings usually last?
A few hours, sometime half the day. Yeah,
Okay, a few hours, sometime half a day.
yeah.
Okay, and can you please tell me, what help you to move past from these feelings?
So eventually, like I remind myself that sitting on the bed won't gonna change anything. And then I start applying for more jobs. Yeah.
Okay, so that tells me something important thing. Like even when you feel low, you are still able to motivate yourself and to take action. That's real strength. I think you have many strength in yourself, but you just feeling stressed. So okay, Rahul, I have like I want to ask you something. Like when you think about yourself, like now compared to our first session, what strength do you see in yourself?
I think I'm stronger than I believed, and
Okay,
I have kept going even when things have been difficult.
okay,
And this thing is really pushing me forward towards my goal.
okay.
And so, yeah.
Okay, so I also told it earlier, like I completely agree with that. Over the past two sessions, I noticed that you resilient, hardworking, and committed to improving the situation, the bad to bad situation in your life. So those qualities will continue to help you even after our counseling session will end.
Yeah, thank you. Hearing that makes me more confident,
Yes.
and this thing can really help me to achieve my goal.
Okay, so I am glad to hear that. But before we finish today, I like to ask one final wellness question. So since our last session, have you had any thought about harming yourself or feeling that life is not worth of living? Like any kind of harming to yourself?
A big no about
Okay,
that thing
okay,
before we
that's
finish
good.
today.
Okay,
So, yeah, so I had I have had like stressful days, but
okay.
I haven't had thoughts like that, like harming myself and if or someone else. So no, a big no for that.
Okay, well, thank you, Rahul, for sharing that with me. Like, I am glad to hear you are staying safe and you are thinking that feeling safe is more good. So, if those feelings ever change in the future, so it's important to reach out to someone you trust or contact a mental health professional like immediately.
Yeah, I will definitely share any kind of if I feel like I'm feeling that much of stress or feeling harming myself, I will definitely contact you.
Yes, yes, that's good. So, as I think, as today is our final counseling session together, so I do like to take a few minutes to reflect on the journey we had in past week and at today. So when we first met, you described if you was feeling overwhelmed after losing your job. You were worried about your finance and paying your college fees and finding the work and being away from your family. You also shared that you were feeling isolated and losing hope in your life. So today I can see several changes in you, like in your talking, in your communication. So you continued, so you also continued for applying to new jobs, and you also attended the interviews. You also started to doing healthy activities such as walking, and you also recognized your own strength and started believing in yourself again, you are believing in yourself from the starting. So I think those are significant achievements for you and for me also.
So yeah,
So
when you put
yes,
it that way, it really it I realized like it have actually come a long way, and
yes.
I was only focusing on problem that still exists. So yeah.
Okay, so that's completely understandable. Recovery is not about problems disappearing overnight. Like problems are bigger, it will be go slow and slow. It's about developing healthier ways to deal with the problem. And I believe you started doing exactly that way. So going forward, I do encourage you to continue your daily routine, stay connected with your family, keep applying for jobs, and remember to celebrate small achievements instead of waiting only the big success. So if you ever feel overwhelmed again, I think you know it. But if you feel overwhelmed, so don't hesitate to seek to seek support. Reaching out is a sign of strength, so not a weakness.
So yeah, I think that sometime like something s- um, these things I can remember. And earlier I thought asking for help meant I had failed, but
Yes.
now I can see it differently. Even talking to my parents, I was not so positive about that, but
Okay.
now I really feel confident. And yeah, like you said, you can keep applying for jobs. Yeah, so I'm just keeping it like that. And right now I'm quite positive that I will get a job, and I will finally deal with my financial situation. So yeah.
Well, to be honest, I am really pleased to hear that. It's been a privilege working with you over those two sessions. I appreciate your honesty, like your willingness to reflect and effort you putting in your in your life to change it positively. And I genuinely wish you success with your job search like soon, your studies and your future. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Bikram, and I appreciate everything we have talked, and your words really helped me a lot, to be honest. And I felt much more hopeful than I did during our first meeting. I was not so confident, and I was just like thinking negatively. I didn't have any job, and I even was not familiar with the type of template for resumes, but you helped me like updating my resume, and you also provide the services regarding employment and food security, and you also suggested me some rental banks. So yeah, these things really helped me a lot.
Yes, thank you so much, Rahul. So, after ending our session, I just want to ask you one question. Like in our first session, we ask about your stress, about the four balls. First one is small, and second one will be the medium. Third one will be the large, and last one will be the extra large
Mhm.
about your stress level. So can you, I think I remember that you chose about the large one at the our first session. So can you
Mhm.
please tell me which ball will be you choose now?
So I will definitely choose second one. Like I'm not completely relieved,
Yes,
but yeah,
yes.
right now I have some kind of positivity inside me,
Okay.
and these things like going out for walks, going for library, socializing, these things are really helping me and reducing my stress. So I will choose second wall.
Okay, so thank you so much. You're most I am thankful to you, Rahul, to just believing in me. So take care of yourself and continue believing in your abilities, and remember that progress happens one step at a time, not overnight. So I think this is the end of our session. I wish you all the very best in your life.
Thank you, and take care.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rahul.